What's up, everybody? This is HH Trader back with another live trading video. In this video, we are sitting here on February 2nd with about 5 minutes to the bell. NNVC has been the biggest mover with the biggest volume. We're going to let it's been proving itself all day. It does have a bottom here. Has a couple of levels of resistance over the top. So we will be watching that one. We have a couple of other ones that I need to research really quick. So CHFS. CHFS. No shelf registration with a float of 2.31 million. So we'll definitely be watching that one. $2.31 million. Okay. Jedge does not look too good. What was the news on CHFS? 45% increase in revenue. Okay, it is fading off right now, so we'll be patient on that one. We'll just stick to the top for right now. This one did prove itself by making a higher low here, so I'll draw my support line here. See if it can stay above that support. We have about 2 minutes to the bell, and we're going to be looking to take some trades. Hopefully it doesn't just on open snap through all of these supports. That would be bad, because it worked all pre-market building those supports up. Has a high all the way up there at the 962. But it just looks like it's struggling now, though. Actually, both of our big moves are looking like they're struggling. JCS did a big move up there to the $14 and now has faded off. So it's a couple of them that are definitely looking weak now. Oh, I hope this one doesn't start cracking bottoms. Needs to stay up. Stay up above this low of the 822. Really stay above, well, just cracked it. Low of the 820, just cracked all of that. Okay, so that bottom, this bottom is kind of holding up. 815 got snapped through. Not looking good. Not looking good at all on the NNVC. It looks strong pre-market, but it has levels of resistance up here, and I don't know if it'll be able to fight back up there. So let's go ahead and draw our resistance here, but it does have really good news. So the news on NNVC, they actually have a clinical drug or pan-coronavirus or during coronavirus clinical drug candidates for the treatment of COVID-19 are highly effective in the preclinical cell culture. So highly effective. So we're going to see what kind of action it wants to give us. But again, this could be a bad thing. So people may not believe in it, and look at it going down. Broke everything right there. N of is up, but we're gonna stick with this one because it has the most volume. It's giving some major moves down. It may actually halt going down if it continues to do this. The 1 minute high is up here at the 820s, almost $1 away from where it is now. So let's go ahead and put that resistance in there I'm telling you, this thing may halt going down. It's going down way a lot to the 200 moving average. So let's see it form a higher low here. It's red on the day as well, so I don't know if I want to jump into this one. It's red on the day, so we'll let that one play. It needs to come back up. N of is also pushing down. JCS is also down, or I mean it's up from the open, but that's not one that I really like. The news on it was communication system announces agreement to merge with Pineapple Energy, and I mean Pineapple Energy isn't some big company, so it's not really my cup of tea. All right, so we're just gonna watch and wait. I guess I'll continue looking at NNVC for right now. Let everything kind of settle. Wow, still pushing down there. Look at NNVC, way down there now. Okay. So let's see the bottom. Let's see, the high of this is the 780s. VWAP is at the 776. Looks like it may give a dead cat bounce here. Or not. Let's see what it wants to do. Is it going to continue to break lows? The low here is the 741. The 200 moving average is at the 733. It's right here. So we're just waiting, watching, and wondering. But it is not looking good. All right. It's got to get back up to that 9 before I trust it. Got to break that 9. Okay, CHFS was one that we were watching. It has a 2 million in the float. Very, very small float, but the news is weak. So it's up 49.5% increase in revenue for the fourth quarter. And I mean, that's okay, but it's not anything life-changing for anybody. Okay, we got some more things popping in here. SOS is a big boy. Big boy moves up there. Do not like SOS. I do not like when they just shoot like that for no reason. There's no news on the day, so I'm gonna stay away from that one. Well, I'll stay away from it as long as it hasn't done a pullback. CHF going on down. KOPN also big move down. See, a lot of these have to form bottoms first before they can actually be effective. Down there struggling. This one's just plowing up. So where is the entry? That's the question. Where's the entry here? Would you be buying the first 1 minute candle? If you bought the first 1 minute candle, then yes, you would have made money there. But I mean, if you're not following any strategy and you're just buying, you could have still made money. You know, sometimes the market pays stupid. But you know, for my strategy will be above the 9. And with this stock the way that it is, I do know that it has a larger float. Or actually, no, it didn't even show a float the other day when I checked it. So let me check it today and see what the float is on this one, on SOS. Because yesterday it was NA. So SOS float. The float is still not showing on FinViz. And let me check Yahoo Finance. Yahoo Finance SOS. The float is still not showing on Yahoo Finance. So don't know what the float is there. So you would have to just take that risk of not knowing the float. It could just be moving and just slam down. You never know what this float is. So not a safe one to go with. Let me check NN. Where'd it go? NNVC. Okay, NNVC is consolidating down there. There's a nice little trend going down, came down and met the 200 moving average. The VWAP is at the 761. It is quite a ways away from the 5-minute 9, so I'll just let that get back up there. The 5-minute 9 is at the 806, so it is still very red on the day. All right, SOS making moves downward. It did form a little bottom here of the 815. Let me put a support in there. This is the dead cat bounce right here. If this closes green, it's a dead cat bounce, or it could continue down if it breaks this bottom. Okay, well, it looks like it's going to continue down to the 9, and let's see if we can get a dead cat bounce after this one. Let's see. Broke the VWAP. While it's doing that, since it's not really moving fast, let me look over here and make sure we're not missing anything else. Skin just dumping. KOPN, it's not looking the greatest. JS or JCS, big wicks, don't like that. So let's just focus on SOS then. Let's look for this dead cat bounce. We want to see this candle close green. Where is the new entry point is what we want to know. We don't know the float on this one, so, and it's continuing to break down even under VWAP, which is a very bad sign. It's getting close to this 5-minute 9, which is the 789 here. 788 now, just clapping on it, clapping. Not looking good right there, not looking good at all. It is now under the 1-minute 9. Can it hold up this bottom here of the 787? It is looking like it's making a higher low. So let's say this 787 is a new support, possibly. We want to see it go back up and challenge this 808 of the 9 EMA. Can it do it? It's a big red candle going down. Wow, CHF really went down. It was up quite a, or no, it didn't go down, it went up. I might go check that out in just a minute. Yeah, it cracked. Go check this one out. This one's giving some nice moves. Very low volume. It does have a little bottom down here, but it is at the top. So on the daily chart, it's hitting that 200 moving average up here, but it's looking strong. So we'll just have to wait for a pullback because it's super extended now on the 1 minute. But it is at the top here. So the top, it's looking like it's struggling up there with that 200 moving average, which is at the 1112. But we're going to watch it. Very low float stock. I don't even know if I can use stops on this stock, because usually when they're this low float, they don't even let you use stops on them. Let me see. I put a stop order at $20 and just see if I can do a stop order. Okay, let me do it. Cool. So I can use stops on this low float stock, which is nice. All right, so this one is well above the 9 EMA. The high of this is 1149. Let's see if it can break this bottom. That's what I would like to see. Break this bottom and continue. Give us a better buying price. The bottom is a 1065 here. I would love to see it snap this bottom. Okay, there we go. So it got down to the VWAP. Looking for a VWAP bounce. The high here is 1103. 1103. 1106. I'll get in small share size. Oops. 1106. Small share size if it will let me get in. Alright, I'll get in with like 10 shares just to get some of this volatility. Top side is 11.06, so I'll buy it in at the 11.06 here. Let's see, top side, what is this? High of 11.03, yeah. Alright, so yeah, 10 shares in there. But it is struggling. I do see that. So this is the dead cat bounce. I don't want to get faked in. This is the dead cat bounce. Let's see what this one does. Let's see what it can do. Getting a little bounce there. Big bounce. Pull back. So this high was the 1130. Pull back off the 1130s. Don't want to get trapped in here. Because I was going to do 11.6 buy. But I wasn't too confident with that entry there. This is the dead cat bounce that I didn't want to get caught in. Let's see if it can hold up its levels. It's got about 20 seconds left. 20 seconds left on this dead cat bounce. Okay, it is getting up. So the high 35. Let's let this one close. Is this a true dead cat bounce? Okay, yeah. The high is a 31, so I'll be looking for a 31 entry, and it's going to shoot. And now it's going to give a little bit of a pullback, which was scary. So the high here was a 31, exactly where I was going to put my price. So I'll move it up to the 36 and take 10 shares up there at the 36. And my low here will be the 11.03. Or actually 11.25. It's looking weak. It needs to go. 11.25, get me in there. Okay, there it is. Got up there. 11.25. Got a little push out. Pop off there. Did not get me out there. Okay, got out right there. That was kind of quick. I didn't feel too confident with that pop through. Let's let it pull back again, since this is still the dead cat bounce. Let this one pull back as well. Top side of this is the 11.63. So 11.63. Very small little bump out right there. I took a little bit of profit off of there, but I just wasn't comfortable there. Probably should have been. Wow, I should have been. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh my gosh. Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Okay, let's let this thing pull back. It's just too active. It just needs one little pullback. I really was looking for a sort of 3-bar play, but this kind of messed me up with these two. Usually I'm used to it going over the last one. But it went over this one, which kind of messed up my strategy, which is why I sized down. Still worked, but okay, there we go. I want to see you break down some more. Break, break, break. Break a little bit. Give me a little bit more of that. All right, so the top side of this high of the 12.05. Let's see it break down a little bit more if it can. That would be amazing. 12.06. I don't want to buy the high break here. That's going to mess me up. I'm going to wait for this thing to pull back some more. Because I don't think it's going to continue going, because it snapped through the body of this candle. So it's got some downward motion going. Let's get down. Get it down. Come on. 11.75 is struggling with the 11.75, which is amazing. Let's get down. Top side of this high is a 12.05, so we'll see at the 12.05 what we want to do. 12.05, I will buy that. And did it get me in? Oh my gosh, it missed my entry. All right, whatever. The high of this is a 12.11. Oh my gosh, I was trying to get in there. Oh well. That's a little bit of a double top, but it did get through it just a little bit. So, I missed that 12.06 buy. It didn't allow me to get in. But let it pull back. Let it pull back. It looks like if it can hold over this 12.08, the top side of this is the 12.38. looking like it's getting kind of hammered there. 12.25. Yeah, it's getting, this green candle is not good, because if this is green but it's going down, that's not how it's supposed to work. This is probably going to turn red in a little bit. Yep, there it is, turning red. So okay, well, I took a little bit of profit in there, but now I need to wait. This is the dead cat bounce here. Wait for this dead cat bounce to give us another confirmation entry. Might need to size up just a bit here so I can actually make some money. This is a $12 stock though, so do like 25 shares. How many total shares can I get? Let's say I want to put in $300. $300, yeah, 25 shares. Let's just stay there. So this is the dead cat bounce we're gonna let play out. We got another one called Slug coming up. It's low volume right now though. Looking to get a little bit more profit off of CHFS. That was the dead cat bounce. The top of this is 1192, 1195. So 1190, 1196. You know what? 1201. Let's just do a 1201 break. 25 shares. 1201 break. It's looking like it's getting a little weak over here on the 5-minute. It's taking away from my power. Taking away. See, making me less and less confident in that 1201 break. So now it's breaking down to 9. Not really respecting that 9 like we like it to. Over the top of this one would be the high of the 1180, but it is snapping through the VWAP and the 9 right now, so it's probably going to get a little bit of downwards pressure here. Let's see this red bar, how it grows. Will it grow? It's growing a little bit. If it grows a lot and a big push comes down, we know the sellers are now taking control. Will it break this low of the 1112? Looking for that break of the low of the 1112. 1112, snapped it. Snapped the 1112. Snapped through it. Okay, let's go look at something else. Slug. Slug is out here on very low volume. Doesn't have any news on the day. Super League Gaming. Not too interested in that. Does not look like something that would be something that I'm trying to get into. All right, NVC has finally made its way back up to power. All right, let's see it pull back, give us a nice little pullback. It has this low here. We want to see a new low form. So our support is all the way down here at the 735-ish. So it's giving a pullback here, but it is a pullback after extension, so we do want to wait for consolidation here and not just jump in, because the percentage chance that it's going to be able to continue and do another one of these is very low. So we're going to wait for it to consolidate and give us some confirmation. Confirmation. All right, how many shares of this one can I get for $300? Get 36 shares. I'll do 30 shares. See, getting more and more extended. More and more extended. Trapping those longs in there. We're going to wait for that fall. We know it's coming. We're waiting for the fall. Very low float stock. And we're waiting for the boom down. Where is the new low here? Okay. Is this the new low? Waiting for the boom down. The 9 is down at the 805 right now. There's the boom. There's a little bit of the boom. It did hold up that 1 minute high right there, but that still doesn't mean anything because it's still after this extended play. So it's got to get some consolidation above this 1 minute high, or at least in this range of the 1 minute high. 1 minute high was at 821. Okay, do believe it's going to give us a little bit more of a move down, at least get a little bit closer to this 9. There it goes, popping through for that dead cat bounce, getting some longs in there for a nice ride down. Or it may go, look at that, it may go right over that. Let's see. So is this a bottom now? I guess we can count this one as a new bottom. So we got our bottom right here, 818. It did not move much off of the 818. If you look at the overall volatility, did not move much. Let's see if it can hold up this. Well, looks like it's time to take a swim. So this is why we don't just jump in just because the setup's there. You gotta analyze what's here in front of you. All right, NNVC taking another dip. Now this may be the new low. Let's go ahead and move a support line there. See if it can, well, bouncing off of that 200 moving average right there. Can it hold up? It has a little low down here. The last low was all the way down here at the 735. Okay, and it wants to go all the way down there, and it got under the 200 moving average. So that's weakness. It's below the VWAP, below the 9, below the 200. So, you know, let me go and look at CHF. Trash. All right, so we'll just continue looking at this one then. So I'm just analyzing. I am green on the day. I took a very small little trade on what did I take it on? Okay, so CF, I got in with 10 shares. The first take was 22 cents in the profit. Second take was 11 cents in the profit. But you know, I took quickly because I was I probably should have held, but I'd rather just be green on the day, to be honest, especially with small share size. Why lose like 20 bucks on 10 shares, right? It's no point. All right, slug is looking like it's trying to, it did a dead cat bounce there. It needs more volume though. It definitely needs more volume. CFS still below. So CNVC or NNVC is pretty much the only one that's holding up. It did do a higher low here if it can hold it up. If this is a higher low, we want to see another higher low start to work its way above or to this 9 here. It is below the 5-minute 9, so we want to be careful across the board. NNVC. Very big, man. This is almost an overwhelming candle for it. It's almost taking up this whole igniting candle here on the 5-minute, which is not good, but it is forming some support down here. It's tried this 1, 2, 3 times, but now it has all 3 indicators over the top of it, the 200, the 9, and the VWAP. So that takes a little bit of confidence from me. Having all those indicators that it has to get through just does not look good. It has this baseline, and now it's cracking the last one that it has, so I'll get rid of that one. Has one more to crack, or actually 2 more. It has one right there and one right here at the 718 support line, and just not looking like it wants to play today anymore. big red candle right above it, so that's just not looking good. Okay, slug, what are we doing here? Are we ready to play ball? We're gonna wait for slug to get some kind of love here. I believe it can. Let's see, the top of this high is the 410. 410. I do a small entry on the 410 if it will allow me to and stop acting crazy. Small entry at the 410. But it's just not moving. That's the only problem. Okay, now it's getting a little bit. It's just got to get more volume. I don't trust it right now. All right, this one fell all the way off. So we're just being patient today. End of. It's not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. Okay, slug is, oh my goodness, it did exactly what I said it was going to do. Went through that 418. All right, let's look for a pullback here. That's all we need. How many shares do I want to take? I can take 4 shares, or 50 shares is what I meant. So here's our pullback. It's a nice little pullback. Looking hungry there for some longs. I want to see a pullback. Got this low right here of the 395. Another low, kind of, not really. They're all in this consolidation, so I wouldn't count them as true lows. But I'm looking for this pullback here. But it is getting a little bit of love, so we'll see. How big is this pullback gonna be? And plus it doesn't have like very good news, so it's better to play a range on something like this. The news here is no news on the day. Super League Gaming, so we're gonna play a range with this. We're not gonna be trying to buy the top because it may not push. So the supports, resistance is up here at the 431. Looking for the pullback. It may continue to go and hit its head up here. 432 is the spot. Had a double top here last time at the 424. May go ahead and snap through the 424. Still waiting on that pullback. Will it hit its head up here on this 432 is what my question is. It's at the very top. Looking out here on the daily charts, it's right at a resistance level, previous resistance level. I put these levels out here. I think last time I traded slug, but I don't think I took any trades on slug for some reason. I just put the lines out there. All right, let's see the pullback, buddy. So it did get up there and hit its head a little bit. I believe we're about to see some red here. See a little bit of blood in the water. Right here, if we look at these 1 minute candles, big 1 minute candles, but now the sellers are like, yo, let's hit it, because it's right at this last resistance level. Right at the last resistance level. All right, let's see where we're at. It did the pullback. It did a pullback, but it's still getting those topping tails right around that entry level, so I do not like that. N of is working its way back up as well. It's only up a little bit. It's only up very little, and I don't like that candle right there. That topping tail candle. Okay, CF. Okay, so N of and slug are right now on the watch. But N of is just, I don't know what's wrong with N of. Got this crazy pattern where it's fighting for change, and I hate when stocks fight for change. I want to see them get 20, 40, 50 cents. I don't want to see them fighting for half a penny. Okay, so it's given another pullback in this range. I want to see, let's see, the top of this high is a 430. So 430, if it breaks, it's probably going to pull back quite quickly if it breaks at 430. And the reason I say that, because on the 1 minute or on the daily chart, the high was at 440 from back when, wherever that was. So that 430 it just hit. Let's see if it does that pullback that I was talking about. 430. Let's see if it breaks this bottom. This low is a 422. It did a little bit of a pullback, but it did not break down like I thought it was, because it doesn't have the news to continue pushing. So that's why I was like, it's probably going to break down. So there's a little bit of a pullback. I'm waiting for it to break this low of the 422 is what I'm looking for. Getting snappy there. I'm telling you, the shorts are attacking. Over here on the level 2s, we see there's one somebody sitting there at 444. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. That's why I didn't want to take that trade right over the top, because it doesn't have the news to continue to push. All right, that one's going to break down. N of broke down. CHFS, KOPN. What is the news on this one? Why is it up? Has corporation Q4 revenue, very solid results. I don't care about solid results. I want to see something that's affecting people's lives. That's what I want to see. All right, slug. Back to slug. Just not getting the love that it needs. What is Perry? Very more expensive stock. If you want to go and check that out, let's go check that out real quick. Nothing else is moving. Perry looking like it wants to go. It has very low volume as well. So right now we're just waiting. Everything kind of went down. Let me go and check the other one I was watching earlier, NNVC. See if did it rebound, or what is it doing right now? NNVC. Yeah, got down there to that low and just isn't looking good at all down there. Gotta get back to the green on the day. Looking for someone that wants to pay us today. I don't see anybody that wants to pay us right now. Let's see. Let me go turn that alarm off. Alright, I'm back. Alarms going off and everything. Alright, end of, where we at? End of, still looking weak. CHFS, KOPN. This one actually looks like it can go. It's just, I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like it. Maybe it's the speed that it's moving. Slug. So it did a higher low here. Has a low here at the 409, which I will draw in as my support. Let's see if it can hold up that low. It did break a previous low here. So let's see if we can hold up that 410. And now everything is back green. What is going on? I literally looked away for a second. Alright, so the 1 minute high there is the 164. And it looks like it's struggling to do anything right there. So I really just don't like this stock. It's double topping there as well. Pop through the double top. What's this high? This high is 167. High of 167. I'm gonna leave that one alone. It's just fighting for change. You have to hold that stock for a little bit. Okay. Slug was the one. It did actually break that level down that I put in there. So that's not good. Perry. It's not looking like something that I would trade. Okay. Looking for something to be volatile today. And this is the point that I came to last Monday, where everything that was on the scanner looked like everything was around the same range. Nothing was standing out. So I'm just going to be patient right now because nothing is standing out. I want something to show me that it's strong out of this bunch. I don't know which one it's going to be, but I need it to be one of them. Snapping down. Slug. It's not looking good. It does not have the volume anymore to get up there. On the 5 minute, it's in a descending pattern. It really didn't go anywhere from this last 5 minute breakout. So it's probably going to break down this 405 and be done for the day. Just give a nice little fade for the shorts. Let's see if it'll break down that 405. I don't know. End of what go back to end of. So what's the cheapest stock that you all would trade? Like 10 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent, $1? Because I don't know, it's something about these stocks that fight for pennies. Of course you can size into them, big, but like, what if it goes against you? Especially with this weak news here. I don't know. Perry. Slug is the only one that's just was up, but now it's just going down. End of, I do not like any of this pattern. None of my strategy is in this. Well, sometimes the market only gives you one trade. So, like I said, I took this one trade and I took 2 exits. And that's how I got green on the day. I'm not green by much, but because I had to get out, or I didn't have to get out, I got nervous in the trade and got out. Went ahead and took profit. Okay, KOPN filling out. End of went up there and touched that. Let's see, what is this range? The bottom of this is the 60, so it's only moved 7 cents. There's no way I'd be trading that with a small account. You gotta trade that with a couple 100,000. Get you a cent, get you a 2-cent move, and you'll be good to go for the week. All right, CHFS. Who's gonna stand up? Who's gonna give us the moves? I was expecting it from NNVC, but it just hasn't come back up yet. NNVC going down there, not looking good at all now. Looking like it wants to break that low there. All right. Yep, going on down. Man, I hate it. Had good news too. CH, whatever this thing is, it has a little bottom down here, 590 or 953. So support 953. It's formed a little bottom 970. I want to see it back across that. Is that the $10 mark at the 9? Yeah, that is a $10 mark. So it is forming higher lows, but we would like to see it get up and go. It's a low float. It can definitely go, but it does have this 200 moving average sitting right above it, that $11. So we'll be looking, watching, and waiting for this one to give us some moves, possibly. But since the trend is against me, I'm under VWAP. I'm not confident in holding this for a long time. I'll probably just take quick profit under VWAP. Okay, let's see. If I want to spend $300, how many shares can I get of this one? I can get 30 shares. 30 shares. Let's see a pullback here. It did break this last little high right here. So let's see a little pullback here. Pullback under VWAP. Very low flow stock anyway. So let's see what it can do. Looking like it's giving some nice moves down. 1010 is looking like the new low. That 1010 area. So I'll put my support in there. Oh, I do like it. The top side of this one, the high is the 1038. So 1038 is looking like the entry that I would like to take, or 1040, 1041. Let it get into the 40s. Let's see what it can do. Top side 1035. Okay, going up or down. If it breaks this body, I'm gonna lose a little bit of confidence. But if it can go up, I'm gonna get in at the 1041 and take quick profits. Let's see if we can get past that 25 level. Okay, yeah. All right, let's get in at the 41. This is our low right here, 1010. So we'll have to take quick profits here. Looking like the low here is a 1015. Ooh, big pullback. Don't like that. Erase that. Eraser. Do not like that it broke that body right there. So I'm gonna have to wait for another confirmation. It broke my rules right there. It was doing good, but I don't want to lose money. It was over the 9, starting to hold the 9, and then I saw that weakness. I just went ahead and canceled the order. Broke that body right there, and when it broke that body, I was like, no, it's over. This may be forming another low. We'll see if it's actually building. Now it's got to get back over the 9 again. All right, Perry, end of, that one's red on the day. All these stocks are just red on the day. We want to see something get up and get moving. But CH, oh, what is this one? This one just doesn't look good. It may break out at some point, but the break spot, let's see, this high is the 2651. 2651 is the break spot. Wow. As soon as I start about to say something good about it, it wants to snap down. So that's not something that we want to jump into. Slug is back on the menu. Not yet. Not yet. Just now getting back up to the $4 level. Still has very little volume. Just not looking attractive to me. Wow, going down there and breaking those bottoms. Come on now, you can get up there and get over that 9. Because if this one goes, it's 2 million in the float, so it can really go. But now we're forming new levels of resistance at the 1050, and we have VWAP above it and the 9 above it. The 200 moving average is moving ever so closer to it. Giving a little dead cat bounce right there. This one may actually get up over this 1 minute candle. Let's see this dead cat bounce happen. So is it gonna? It should break this. $10 should break that. It's got 20 seconds left. It should snap through that. Snap, snap, snap. Unless the buyers really just aren't interested in this anymore. Should snap through that $10 mark. There it is. Alright, there's a dead cat bounce. And then it's going to come down. Come down, come down. So it got up there to the $10, got to the 1003, trying to work its way back above that 9 EMA. It's still under the 9 EMA on the 5 minute. 9 EMA is at 1012. So we want to wait for that to get over that. Slug. What are we looking at? Looking like it's looking like a new burial site right here for CHFS. I thought it was gonna be able to give those moves. It's very low float stock, but it just never met my criteria. Slug also got up there to VWAP, but look at all these wicks. People are unsure of it. I don't even think I did research on Slug. Let me see if it has a shelf registration. Is that why people are avoiding it? Slug. Why did I say Slug? SLGG. Okay, it has no shelf registrations. It has a float of 14 million at Yahoo Finance. Has a float of 14 million at FinViz. No shelf registrations. So let me add that to 14 million, no shelf. But it is going down. Nothing looking spicy to me right now. Made $3. Yeah, nothing is really giving those moves that we like. Perry, Slug. But it's good to be able to look at the market and say, hey, nothing's looking spicy, instead of being at your computer looking at it and saying, oh, well, I could take this trade. Just be patient and, take that deep breath, because a lot of people, especially when they're first getting started, they're so ready to take a trade that they'll break every rule in their strategy and then wonder why their account is blown. It's 923. So it did break those supports that I had down there for it. Just not looking good at all. I think that one's done for the day. And once again, everything is just in the same range, that 20% range, and not really getting up. Nothing's putting its foot down and starting to run. Except for Perry, which is a $30 stock, $25 stock. And it's moving in increments. What was the news on Perry? Why is it up? There's a farm 6K. That's the only news that it has. That's why it's moving like that. No one cares about it. Has literally no news. People are just buying it to be buying it. I guarantee you, people are like, oh yeah, Perry's going to the moon on no news, just like GameStop. Okay, well, we're hunters. We're out here hunting. Hey, there's a ASRT just popped in. Don't know what it's doing. Don't know why it's up. Let's look at the news. No news on the day again. So let's look at the previous news. So back on the 16th, February 16th, they had a 13G, which is like an investor getting in there. Then they had a report for, or is it 13G or 14D? I forget which one it is. But yeah, nothing big. Report fourth quarter full year financial results after close of markets. They filed for a what? A serial holdings form 4. Okay. I don't see any reason to be throwing money into this one. This one's moved from the dollar to the $1.18. So, if you're buying 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 shares, that's some pretty good money on something like this. But this is a market maker trap, because whenever you start seeing these box shapes, you know that the market makers are holding it within a range, a specific range. And look, it's in this range, then it moves up a little bit in another range, moves up a little bit, and you see the little box shape that's around them. Yeah, I don't know if MSEC is here. He may or may not be. I don't know. Looking for some higher lows. So we got let's see if this one can close red maybe. Just in game for the quick one. Let me see. Game GME. Game, boy. Game. So maybe some of the attention is up here on game. Actually, I forgot to check now the SPY is down right now, but I forgot to check the larger cap like Tesla, Amazon, see what kind of moves that they're making. So game is up. See Amazon. What moves are in Amazon right now? Amazon just looks sick. Tesla. Forgot all about the big ones. That may be where some of the attention has gone. I know some people shorted that. GameStop, man. GameStop just will not stop. It won't stop. All right, what do we have here? ATXI is down. What was the news on it? No news. It just popped in and just stopped moving. Don't know what's up with that one. Perry finally taking this nosedive. All right, CHFS finally taking this final remarks. Just looking sick. I want to see some higher lows on some of these lower flows because they can get up the quickest. See, CHFS can easily get back up there to the 1041 if it's heavily manipulated, but not too many eyes are still on it, and you can see that by the volume bars. There's only 86,000 in that volume bar, and that's a red volume bar. There was only 127,000 in this one. We're looking for millions and millions. Okay. Well, since nothing seems to be keeping me interested, I'm gonna go and continue to watch GameStop. GameStop still pushing up. So let's see. M6 said, "Yeah, man, just in for a quick one. John Hayden Nice was only 2 shares, but made $16 on 2 shares, bruh. $16. Now that's how you manage risk. That's like, hey, I'm putting in 50 cents to get back, you know, $10. That's managing risk. That is managing risk. 2 shares. Let me see. How many cents is that? 2 shares times 2. That's crazy, man. And then GameStop is dumping now in burial mode. Okay. Slug getting back up there over the $4 mark. Looking like it's finding a little bit of a bottom. It did do a higher low. So we're looking for it to break over this high of the 404. 404 and then the VWAP. So 411 will be where I'm looking to try to get in on Slug. How many shares do I want? Okay, 50 shares at 410. Slow down, dude. Slow down. Okay, 50 shares at 411 is where I like it. But the thing is, it is flatlining right now. I would love to see it get up first and kind of change trend. Because if it just goes up, grabs me in, it can easily just come right back here. And I'm looking with a sad face. Have the sad face on. So I'm going to let it get up first. Let some people get interested. That one's headed down. Perry's, I think it was going down too. Perry is getting more and more active. I'm not interested in that one. Slug is starting to take my attention. I want to see it get up. If it can give a pullback above VWAP, that would be nice to change the trend. I was going to get in at that 411. So let's say if I had it up there, that 411, let's see what would happen once it breaks VWAP. VWAP is right now at the 409. Let's see what would happen if I had left it out there just sitting there. Where you going, buddy? Up is this way. Let's see. The high here is the 408. I would like to see a pullback above this 9 and I might enter. I haven't seen a pullback yet. This has been nothing but extension right here. So if we can get a nice pullback, that would be sweet above that 9. The high here on this 5-minute candle is the 415, 416 area, somewhere up in there. It's getting a pullback. It is making higher lows. So here was the low right here. Is this a low? Nope, it went back green. It's got to pull back. Waiting for Slug to act right. Could get 100 shares of Slug if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to risk it because it doesn't have that news for me. Okay, so that was the pullback. Now the 411 was where I was going to get in. Let's see, would it have gotten me in? The high is a 410. It hit the 410 and snapped down. Did not complete the 411 transition, which would have got me in. I probably would have canceled my order after I saw this pullback here. Would have canceled that order at the 411 and just waited for a new confirmation. Come on now. Okay. So I do not like this. This is completely messing up my setup. It's got to get up and go now. The high here is a 410. So it wouldn't have gotten me in even if I left it out there, that 411. But sometimes it works out like that. Sometimes it goes that just that extra inch gets you in, and then you're down here at the $4 level. Is this the new low? Okay, got a nice little pop right there off that 398. So we'll put our support in here. Maybe this is the new low, maybe it's not. 398 looking nice. The high of this is the 410. 410, 410. Okay, so we do have a low, and it looks like it wants to try and get up and not break this low. So we'll see what it wants to do here. It's tried to go down multiple times. This high here is the 405, so I'm looking for a 405. Let's do a 406. 50 shares at the 406, looking for a break of this high here is what I'm looking for. And my out will be right here at the $4. So right through this high here. Oh, Jesus. Pull back a little bit. Let's go ahead and move that up to 411. 411. Looks like this may be a fake. I don't know. We'll see. I would have been in at the 405 there, 406 level. Did it even get me in? Yeah, it would have got me in right there. But the thing is, this thing is just not getting up and going. We need to see it do some work. See, it's got there and it's just pausing. So this is where my stop would be right now. 398. Would I be getting stopped out here? So if I was in at the 305, looking for that breakup, looks like it wants to go. So we do have some clear bottoms down here now. Would have been up 2 cents right now. Then a snap down, back up. Yeah, I probably would have sold by now because it's just taking. I get very impatient in things like this. I would have went ahead and sold that. I would have been out. Even if it would have went, I just would have been out. Too much time. All right, let's see if it can make another higher low. Looking like it's getting below that 5-minute 9 over here on the 5-minute. 5-minute 9 is at the 402. Needs to hold up that 402. This is another higher low, 401, if it can hold it up. So I am getting interested in a breakout if it can hold these levels up. Let me see where this one stops. 401 right there. Is it going to break? Okay. So we'll put it right there. 401. Hasn't broken it yet. Alright. So let's see where the entry is here. And now it broke it. Man, I hate when they do that. So it bounced off this bottom and got a little bit of buying pressure down here. And now this could be the new low. So 398. If I take an entry here at the 405, I'm gonna be out at the 398. Let's see, the high here is the 410 still. So let's see if it breaks this low. Continues to bounce off this low. Got about 15 seconds left. Let's see if it can break this low. Okay, big buy up. I don't know if I trust this, man. It's just continuing. It's back and forth, and it's I wouldn't call this respect of this level because it continues to come down and test it. It should have just bounced and gave us a nice little move up. But now it's under the 9, and it's looking like it's got way more potential to go down than up. So it did bounce off that level. This may be a dead cat bounce. Let's see where that closes. This candle closes, and I look for an entry on the top of this candle. 50 shares on the top of this candle. Okay, so the high is a 403. I do a 405, 406 buy. 406. If it can hold up this level, it's back down there. It's a lot of selling. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, went down there and did the, the whole toe touch situation. So I do not like that one anymore. Perry's going down. ATX is coming back up above the 9. Needs to get a little bit of love. It only has 1 million in the volume. That's a bad sign. People need to see this. Oh my goodness, man. Give me something to trade. Oh, man. We had a slow day yesterday. And now we have another slow day of March. March 2nd. Another slow day, even with news. All right. Let's see what you got. Alright, and it does have this 200 moving average up here at the 790, so it could get up there and bump its head real nice. Alright, 625. We'll just watch it, man. We'll watch it. Nothing else is over here that's looking worth it anyway. It's making higher lows, 604, and immediately as I say it's making higher lows, it snaps down. Looking for it to get a little bit of feed here. Can it hold up this 605? 605 is the lowest that it's been in a while. Skin popping back in there, SSKN, but it's still red on the day. Wouldn't trust it. Would not trust that one. Look at that. That's just an ugly pattern right there. It's got a lot of work to do. Anyway, so it did do a higher low here. Support. Did get a little higher low right there. This is just strictly technical because the news just isn't there. What I would be scared of is this top. If it makes it up to the 725, this is where the drop would be because it doesn't have enough news to push it. I don't think. right, so what are we gonna do here? Looks like it's just a flat line. Gonna go up, down, what, 631. Okay, nice, nice. Bleed out. Nice big red candles. So I'm guessing this little one right here was a dead cat bounce on the 5-minute. Came down, dead cat bounce, and now it's here. So it's got to overcome this high of the 634. 634 is looking like my entry. 634, 635, 636. 636. 50 shares, and then I can use this as my out. I can use either one of these as my out, but it's just not moving. Come on, man, get some volume behind you. Okay, so if I got in at the 636, had my order sitting out there at the 636, what would happen? The high is the 35. I'm looking for a 636 pop. I would have put in 50 shares there. Let's see what would have happened. Okay, 636 up to the 40s. Is that it? Okay, up to the 45. Can we break that 50? Yep, we can. All right, so now you know what we're looking for, that pullback. Getting on up there. Starting to reverse trend here. The 655 is VWAP. Looking for that nice pullback. So if I got in at the 635, I would have got possibly up to the 46, but look at this rejection now. Let's watch that candle close. It is well above the 9, so I do like this setup. Now the 647, 650 is looking like a nicer spot to be in if it can hold up this 9. Oh, that volume's got to come in too though. So I might just wait for this one to be obvious, because if you look across the board, all of them are right in the same level. I'm gonna wait till one of these become obvious. It's 949. One of these is going to make the moves that I want to. But I guess I can continue mental trading. The next entry that I would take is right here at the 640, probably the 651, to see it break that 50 level. But like I said, there's no volume there. Right across here. Okay, so this is where I will be getting in right at the 651. Let's see what it will give me through that. Looking kind of weak there. 651 will be the entry. Something's got to become the winner on the day. Okay, so I still would not be in. Looking for the 651. This right here will mess up my strategy. I like to see this candle do this. Alright, so let's see if we can get some volume here. It's only 1 million in the volume still. Let's see if people can get their eyes over here and make me some money. GTT, what is this? What's the news on this one? GTT looking like a problem. I'm gonna leave GTT alone and focus on ATXI for right now. I've been watching this one. Got up there to the 66, so if I entered at the first entry was at the 35, and then the next entry was at the 47 or 51. So 51 up to the 66 would have been the gain there, but now you can see it not respecting the 9. So I'm glad I did not take that entry. Man. Something has to become obvious here. Has to. GTT is back up. Let me go look at the float on GTT. Float at FinViz is 42 million. GTT float on GTT at Yahoo Finance is 21.26 million. So it's about a 20 million difference. GTT out at BAM SEC has no shelf registrations. It just has some offerings of securities, so that's nothing to be scared of. So GTT, we have, put that in my notes, we have a float. Of 24 million to like 40 something million. No shelf. Okay, so GTT and ATX are looking like they want to go, but if you look at how choppy GTT has been all day, it's just now getting up. But it does have volume. It has way more volume than ATXI. But it is extended right now. So where would the entry be? It's already done this break. It did my move right here a little bit. So this is from the 225 up to the 31. That's 5 cents. I don't like that. That's not a big enough payment. Even if you were doing 100 shares right there to 25, there'll be only $5. So not really interesting yet. I'm still more interested in this ATXI lower float. GMBL, I remember that one from last week. It's a little bit higher priced. That's okay. GTT is just not moving enough for me, for me to get paid. Slug is back up. Really, Slug? It found a bottom again. Wow. Made it higher low. Looking like it wants to party. Alright, so we'll give it a chance. Slug, $4. The buy spot, let's see, the 405 again. Let's see if it can get up. Let's see if it can at least get through this 401, or at least test this 401. But now it's not moving. It was moving just a second ago. Alright, back to whatever else we were watching. Alright, this one's continuing up cent by cent. If you have a big account, this one is just a grinder. You know, get your cent by cent. Okay, ATIX did form a bottom here. 630 is looking like the new bottom. So I put that as a support here. 630. Would love to see it stay above there. Make a new low, a new higher low. The high here is a 667. So we're gonna wait. It is definitely looking like the most interesting one because it's moving from the 30 up to the 40. So it's doing 10-cent moves. Love to see a pullback though. It's got a little gap in here that I don't like. Let's see a little pullback above this level, and we'll use this level as our out right here. GTT. Did not go up much from that little, let's see, it went up here. Just not doing a lot upwards at all. Perry. So I'm gonna keep my eye on this one. ATXI, why did you break down? Why? It broke the bottom there. Okay. So a lot more stocks are popping in now. NOVN is a dollar stock. It's already extended off of the VWAP though. Just now making it up to 20%. Maybe one to watch. ATIX, we'll just let that one die slowly. Slug did come back up. It is giving a pullback here. I do like this. It's separated from the 9 and it's below the VWAP right now, so I like it. The high here is a 407, so I do a 410, 411 buy like I was gonna do the first time. 411 with 50 shares, looking like where I want to be in. Yeah, let me go ahead and get in there because I've missed this a couple of times. Let me see if this one can close red. If it can close red, that would be amazing. The high is a 407. I might do a 408 buy. $410, 480. I'll leave it at 411. I'm not gonna change my plan. 411. Thing is, it is flatlining. So 411. Let's get in 411. What? This order cannot be accepted because of stop orders. Wasn't I using stop orders earlier on Slug? How is it not being accepted? What? Okay, let me see something. $20, one share. Is this not the one that I tested? Okay, so stop orders are not being used on this stock. No stop orders. There was my entry. But I usually leave stocks alone that don't allow you to use stop orders, because a lot of my plan relies on stops. A lot of it. Now, if you're into getting in, getting out, I mean, I have hotkeys, but they're not like light speed hotkeys. Okay. NOVN, GTT. It's got to do a pullback. A lot of these are just still within that look. They all look the same range. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them are within that 20 cents. Nobody's getting up and getting out. It's almost 10 o'clock. So no stop orders on this one. It doesn't even look good anymore. It may actually go, but it just doesn't look good to me. There it goes. Nice little push out from the 407, but it only went up 14 cents. So 14 cents there. That's a scary stop. It's starting to snap too. So be careful if you're going to trade that one. Perry. Oh, keep forgetting Perry is not something I want to trade. All right, let's check out NOVN. Going down. It is a dollar stock. Made quite a bit of moves, but it never did my pattern in here at all. I am going to run to the restroom real quick. I'm trying to find something to trade, but I don't want to force any trades. I'd rather have money than lose money looking stupid. All right. Waiting for something. NOVN. Commercialization with election Stephen D. The board of directors. Oh my goodness, something needs to stand out today. It's almost 10:30. I still got $1,000 to trade. Like, I almost never have $1,000 to trade at this time. I usually have taken all the trades that I'm going to take. Let's see if that NNVC ever tried to start coming back up. Nope, just went red and red and more red. Definitely looking for this one to come back up. Okay. Let's see. Just got a news report. Merck, a company called Merck, is helping Johnson & Johnson to produce the their vaccines. Jumping in there. Nice. So Merck, whatever they're doing. I wonder, do they have a ticker? Let me go look that up. Merck. Okay, their ticker is MRK. They're $72.50. Let me see if it's moving. MRK. This is their stock. Why is it down so much? They just got great news. Let's see. Looking like a 72.50. If I buy it at the 72.50, how much will that be? About 2 shares of this. 72, that'd be $100-something. But it is good news, but it does have all 3 indicators above it. So I don't know if I want to invest in that. But this is the ticker, MRK, Merck. Looking like people coming in and buying. Don't see any big buyers. On the daily chart, it doesn't look that good. It looks like it's following the SPY. Went down right there. So yeah, I'm not gonna worry about that. GTT trying to get back above that level, trying to continue up. I don't trust it. It's done this, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Buying in on the 7th time is probably not the best idea. Let's see if it can hold up that 225. 225 is what it needs to hold up. And immediately goes down and tests that 225 out. Let's see if it breaks it. We don't have any the biggest buyers we have down here is the 206. Okay, it broke the 25, so yeah. NOVN. Okay, Slug, what are you doing? Oh, I forgot I can't use the stops on this one. Slug looks good. I might have to use hotkeys on this one. The only thing I hate about hotkeys is that you don't have a definite price. Like when I put a stop in, I know that I'm gonna have 3 cents of slippage. Like let's say if I have I'm buying something at 425. I know I'm gonna get in at about 428, and then same thing with my stop outs. But with a limit order, I know my delta is within 3 cents. So that, I guess it's the same, but it usually gives me a little bit more slippage on those limit orders because it takes time for my fingers to actually hit the button. And once you hit it, it's set. It's going through. So it could hit at 425, could hit at 429, could hit at 431. So that's the difference. That's why I use stop orders, because it's so much more accurate for me. Yeah, I'm not liking any of this. I just don't like that. No, nothing is standing out now. We had 100% mover in pre-market and now nothing. All right, do a little shoot there. Broke that high of the 421. Looking like it wants to go party. Had a little consolidation. Broke a triple top. Let's see if it can hold up this 421. It's getting down there and failing it. Does not need to drop below that 421. 421. Up, drop below it. That's big weakness right there. I believe it's about to head back the other direction. Let's see what's the bottom of this. 416. It's trying to fight its way up there, getting back over that 421, but it continued. That's the second fail of the 421 right there. Looking for a break of this 415, maybe down to this 411 or further. Let's see, 411 is where the crash spot is. Will it crash out? $4.11. Looking for that 411 drop. Looking like it's getting bought up, but this topping tail is going to take a lot of confidence from the longs. So we're looking for that 411 crash. Right through here. 411. Let's see what it can do. Getting bought up there. It's got the 421. It's going back up and challenging. I do not like this pattern now. It's just a messed up pattern. How do you even trade this? That's the second time it popped out, so it's probably going to go a little bit higher. Yep. How do you even plan for this entry? Irrational moves right there. And then think about the shorts that couldn't use stops. So you can't stop out. You have to use your limit keys. Think about if they tried to press the button, but the price is moving upward. You're gonna make mistakes there because you're not as precise as you would be with a stop. All right, so slug is definitely looking bad, man. I hate slug. I hate that I can't use stops on it, but I also hate the pattern that it's forming because none of this is my pattern. Well, this one was right here, but everything else isn't. Wow, wow, wow. Looks like I'm going to have to reconsider the hotkeys. It did touch the top up there. 430s on the daily chart. That's the top. That's the line right there. So it is rejecting off of that top. Let's see this one close. It took out over half of this igniting bar right here, which is not good. And it's continuing to press down into this igniting bar. Over here on the 5-minute, we're getting a nice topping tail. It may go red in a little bit. Don't really know. Looking for it to break down this right here, 420. Getting a dead cat bounce right there. Looking for the break of the 420 here. Big red bar that this green bar is trying to follow. So I'm looking for this break, 420 break. 420, looking for the 420 snap through. Shows some weakness. Are the sellers going to jump in? Looks like they are. 420 break is what we're looking for. The 411 is where the catch point is. So that's pretty much where it will get caught if it falls. 411 right here, where we're looking. Looking for the 411 to catch this one. If it breaks this previous level, 415, looking for the next level to be the 411 to catch it. 419. Yeah, I just don't like this setup. Wow, wow, wow. 2 days of just I don't know. Just I don't even know how to explain these days of the market. These look nothing like the days of the prior months. So was this a dead cat bounce? If it was a dead cat bounce, it'll break the bottom here. 419, the low is the 419, so it'll break the 419 if this was a dead cat bounce. Yeah, man, if I don't see my strategy, man, I stay safe by not trading. It's best to, you know, some of the best trades, like you'll hear a lot of traders say that some of the best trades are the ones you don't take. You know, I'd rather walk away with this little green that I have today. It's not like I didn't make any money. I made some green, but I'm waiting for specific setup to transpire. And I just haven't seen it. Usually there's better patterns, man. This pattern right here is just like, looks like a war zone. Like, where do you enter? Nothing but wicks. Looking for something to be the one, and this one is not the one. Continues to break down. Will it make a lower low here? I was looking for that 411 to be a catcher, but it may not. It actually may go past the 411 on this drop. The low here is a 416. Low here, so the 416 was the catcher on that one. So yeah, two 416 lows there. The high is the 428 on this one. It is not respecting the 9, but it is respecting that 416 level right there. Let's see if it wants to break it. That 416, is this a dead cat bounce? 416. Come on, man. I want to see it break that 416. Break it. Getting heavy. Okay, so it did stay away from that 416, which is incredible. All right, the top side of this, the high is a 28, so the 31 is where I'm looking at for a quick entry. 50 shares at the 31. Oh, I forgot I can't do. Okay, limit order. Oh, I keep forgetting that. 431. Holy gee whiz, what just happened? What just happened right there? It was up, and then it just snapped all the way through the 9. I don't like this. It's messing with my psyche. I feel like something's gonna go wrong for me. Let's see, if I entered at the 431, I would have made money right there. Possibly, but it looks like it went up to the 31 and snatched down. I don't like these setups. Looks like it's gonna go ahead and break that high. Struggling at the 431, 430s, struggling to stay in the 30s. Just not looking good right there. See, this is why they don't want you using limit orders, so you can lose all your money. I mean, use stop orders. Yep. This is just not looking good. Will it break the body of this 426? Nope, it's gonna go higher. Man. Alright, this one is slightly doing my pattern. It is in an uptrend. It was respecting the 9 for like a second, but now it's not. It's back on the 9. Alright, so the top of this high is a 434. 436. Let's let this close up. $10 seconds left on this candle. I do not like the topping tails up here at all. It's really throwing my game plan off. Alright, 431. Can we get into the 30s? There we go. Oh, okay, well, I'm in there. It's looking for a little bit more. I was in 50 shares, looking for it to give a little pump up. Might have to exit quite quickly here. I was looking for a little bit of more of a pump up there. Might have to go ahead and exit. It's not looking like it wants to go. I'm gonna take quickly over the top if it can go. I'm taking very quickly. Top here is the high of the 33. If it can't get back into the 30s, I'm gonna start taking off. Get back into the 30s, push, and I will start capping. Getting a little push out. Come on, take it. What? It's not letting me out. Oh, gee whiz. Alright, let's get some out there. Get some out there. Get some out there. Get some out there. Man, and then it double topped. That's the killer right there. I got all out right there. Took a little bit of a red, but whatever. I did get out most of my shares. It just looked very weak after this double top. So see that last little 5. Look at that, 1 cent of slippage that I got there on that last little bit. I was trying to make today an all green day, but as you can see, it got me. It got me. Didn't lose much though, 1 cent. But I did have to use my hotkeys to get in there kind of quickly. Alright, so this was a double top. I don't know what this one wants to do, which is why I wanted to go ahead and sell when it started looking kind of weak. We'll see. We'll see. It is definitely the most obvious stock on the day, but I just don't see any point of pushing my luck. Let's see what happens here. Looking like it wants to try for that high, the 441. 441, let's size down to 15 shares, 441. This high is the 441. So this is a big topping tail there. Not too comfortable with taking that trade right now because of that topping tail. It did go up though. Okay. The high here is the 38. 41 was my entry that I don't like anymore because of this top and tail. We'll let it do what it's got to do. If it goes, it just goes. I already took some money off of it anyway. See what it wants to do here. Looking kind of weak. Topping tails, double top. All of these things are precursors for a big drop. So topping tail, double top. Getting down there to the 9. The bottom here is the 28, 30, and then the 28, 30 area. It did hold that up. The top of this is the 37, 437. So 441 would be the next place for me to get in, 441. But it is very erratic. 441 entry, not looking like it's gonna come into play. Very quick bounce right there off the top. Very quick bounce. I don't like any of that. Looking like it wants to break this bottom here. Very heavy, and there's the break. And you know, I'm just glad I'm walking away. Remember, walking away with my little green. that's my only thing. Walk away with my little green, because this right here is death. Alright, so ATXI did kind of start trying to get up. So it found a low right here at the 612. We want to see it stay above that low. Don't see much motion at all. So I'm just going to go and look at slug again, doing that little breakdown. Let's see if it breaks down VWAP. VWAP is at the 411. I'm pretty sure it's going to break down VWAP. 420 is struggling to hold that 20. All right, let's see what we got here. Slug looking like it wants to Problem is, it has that 9 above it now. So even if it pops up, that 9 is going to be some real resistance. The 9 down here is the 416. It's the same as almost the same as the 1 minute VWAP. So we're going to let that one do its thing and go on down. ATXI is just not moving enough anymore. No one cares about it. Perry. Alright, so I'm going to let the stream go to about 10:45 and then I'm going to cut it. Now, that's Eastern time, so that's my time. Well, Eastern time will be 11. Up here, it'll be 11:45. But my time, I'm an hour behind this. So whenever this hits the 45, I'll go ahead and shut it down. The slug is slowing down. Don't like it. Don't like that at all. Think about if I was still holding that bag. That 50 shares that I took. 50 shares down from the, what, 20 cents? 20 cents on 50 shares is $10. That's crazy. It was gonna kill me. Oh man. Crazy thing is I still got 800 bucks left. I can't believe that. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna end up doing, is letting it roll over as well. This yeah, this week has been green for me as well. Just taking my time because it looks like the market is slowing down. So you have to take your time. There's no diving in anymore, it looks like, because if you dive in, you can get really hurt. Okay, Perry looking like it wants to go higher. I'll be looking for a break of the 27.25, 27.26 for a while. It bounced all the way up there. I hope it pulls back before it goes. How much can I get of this? If I do $300, 11 shares, so I get 10 shares. 10 shares, 27.26 break. Actually, let me look up here. The high of this is a 27.31. So 27.32 would be the spot that I would like to see touched. And take quick profits through that 27.32. Yep, let's get in and go ahead and get that. Nice. Let's see if we can get another push. The low here is a 27.11, where I'll be out with my 10 shares. And I got out there for a little bit of gain. Barely moved and I got out. It did a flash down. You didn't even see it. It did a flash down right there. I don't even think you saw that. Flash down and got me out that quick at the 27.11. Insane. Let's see this drop. Where's it gonna drop to? Where are you planning on dropping to? Bottom 27.31. Let's see, 300. Let's see if I want to take another stab at this. 300, so I can take 10 more shares. Yeah, it flashed down, man, and like I said, this is why I like having stops. Stops. Look at that. Look at that. I'm so glad I'm out. So glad I had my stop there. Stops save lives. It's like putting your child in a child seat. Stops save lives. Better believe it. All right, anyway, let's look for a true pullback here. It is quite extended. Look at that movement. Gee whiz. All right. Slug is also moving up down here. No, I don't like that. ATX, which one was it? Okay, so GTGT, not looking good. So we'll stick with Perry. Perry has very low volume. That's why it's moving like that. But I just took that quick trade. Very quick flash down because of the low volume. Low volume, you can get very quick flashes. And with a stock like this that's $27, you can get a flash up to $1 down. So you, or even more than that. Up, I said up to, but even more than $1 down, a flash down like that. So that stop, having that stop in there, think about it if I was using hotkeys. I would have to visualize the price action, then trigger my fingers to hit the key combination, and then hope I get out at a good price. That was too fast for that. That was way too fast for that. But that's why I use stops. And that's why I try to stay away from stocks that say, oh, we can't use stops. Okay, SLG. All right, looking for anything else in this last little 10 minutes that I'm gonna be streaming. I got $600 left, rolling over again into the next account because I just haven't seen the opportunity. I would trade, but it's got to set up. Slug down there, killing the longs. GTT still taking its sweet little time. It did do this pullback. The high of this is a 229, so I'll be looking for a 231, and I'll look for 50 shares. What's the high of this? The 235. So I can do a 231, buy 50 shares. How many total can I get for $300? 100. Oh no, I'm not doing that much. 50 shares. And I was looking for it to kind of respect this, but it's looking like it's giving another topping tail, so I don't really like that. That kind of messed up the plan. I was just gonna buy over the top of this one, but it broke down the plan. Probably do a dead cat bounce and then continue down. Alright, everything is disappearing off the scanner. That is trash. Alright, now maybe we can do some range plays in here. So the top of this for resistance is the 2760. The bottom, which has been broken, is like the 2705, 2707 area. So it's kind of looking weak right now. Let's see if we can do a range play here. 300 bucks. I can get 10 shares on 300 bucks. Barely moving. Oh my gosh, bro. Give me a chance to get in. All right, 27.26 looks like it's gonna push up a little bit more. Let's see if we can get a pullback then within this range. Nice, nice. Wow, that was a pullback just on the wrong candle. We're looking for a pullback on the next candle. Back up there. Okay, this one is starting to kind of give some very erratic movement here. All right. So yeah, this is very erratic. How do you even enter something that's snapping like this? This is how you get caught in something. Like let's say if you had one just sitting out here at the 27.35, Comes up, gets you in, pop down. This looks like a double top. The high here is the 27.35, 27.35. So that is a double top. It's got to break that double top right there. Looking, waiting, watching, wondering. How many times has it done that move? Let's see. Kind of was sporadic up here, but then it had 1, 2, and then came down. Then it had 1, 2. So this would be the third one. So we don't need to expect this one to be super strong. Let's get a pull back, baby. Pull back. Let's get this pullback real quick. Just not moving. Oh boy. Testing my patience. There's our pullback. Wow, it snapped all the way through. Will it hold up this bottom here of the 27.12? Okay, it did snap back up. So we did have a lower high right there, 27.12. For your drawing tools, no, I don't have a hotkey for those. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to see what this one's gonna do. 27.41 looks like a nice entry. 27.41. No, I don't have a hotkey for my drawing tools. I actually, let me switch over to my full screen so you can see what I'm doing. Go to my full screen real quick. Here. And now you see that. Alright, so on my full screen, what I'm doing is right clicking. You can see this, right clicking, and then choosing whatever draw tool that I want. We have the support line, resistance line, horizontal line, vertical line, trend line, all these different lines that you can draw. And you can also add studies from here. There's a lot of options that you can use from here, but that's all I'm doing. I know you can't see it on the other screen that I go to, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, so let me go back over. All right, Perry looking like it wants to hold up this level. We want to see it break this 27.38, 39, 41. Back into the 41s would be nice. Why can't I get it to zoom where I want it to? Looks like they come out of nowhere. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay, Perry. Okay, so where I'm looking, let's see, the top of this is a 27.30, and then the next one is a 27.37. 27.37 is where I'm looking, man. 27.37. Looking for that break back into the 40. But right now, with the way that this looks so indecisive on the 5-minute, I don't know about it. Getting in at that 40. Just looks real indecisive right now. Okay, so 36, 37. GTT. We have about 5 minutes left on the stream, and I'm going to go ahead and kill it because, as you know, I got more work to do. All right. Five minutes left on the stream. Don't see anything that's going to give me the moves that I want. Perry is looking like it wants to go over this 27.36, but it's got to get going up. Top side, the high is the 27.35, so the 27.41 is where I'll be looking to get in, because it does have a nice trend unless it breaks this bottom. Will it break the bottom here? Will it break the bottom? Looking quite heavy. Okay, so the 27.41. Now it broke the bottom of this candle right here, and now it's breaking the support. So that one's done. That one's not even getting traded anymore. GTT is kind of just pausing as well, not really moving up. Don't see my strategy in here anywhere. Alright, so how many shares can I get with 300 bucks? 132 shares. Let's go with 100. It's kind of struggling. Looking like it may take a nosedive right here. Yep, right there. Took the nosedive, so let's look at something else. Man, I wanted to take just one more trade. I've been letting so much money roll over each day in this slow market. I just can't find the trades. Oh well. And then I get that one trade that like kills all my profit on the day. All right. So yeah, it looks like we've seen the best of the morning time. And in these last 2 minutes, I'll go ahead and show you my final results for today. I had one little slippage out on slug because I couldn't use the stops, so I had a little bit of slippage on my button press. And then CHFS was the biggest gainer, couple cents on that. So you know, nice little day. Traded 3 stocks, but not a lot of opportunity across the board. But I did get a chance to get green on the day. On my buys and sells, I took 1, 2, 3 buys. 3 buys, and all of them were green. So nice. Or let's see. And those are my entry prices right there for each one. But yeah, that was my day. We have 1 minute left until I close this thing up. Nothing else is looking like it's going to give us any kind of moves. So, that is about it. You guys have a great day. Stay safe out there. So many things are changing in our world. So, look, keep your eyes open. Keep your head on a swivel. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.